spasmodic convulsions, gut-wrenching pain contracting digestive tract, bowels collapse, solidified mass of infectious embryonic vomit as local fluids spew from your mouth. Festering fetus expelled, oral cesarean section, your jaw alveoles violently, a drastic birth canal redirection. Aborted regurgitation flays your gums, as you gag on the umbilical cord, ruptured esophagus floundering, in your pulverized torso shattered gourd. Your face ripped open as you choke on, the blooded pulp of the disgorged infant eyeballs ejected, skin torn to shreds, nasal fluids erupt from your eye sockets. Festering cervix explodes in your face, as you gag on the newborn you're forced to taste, drooling the pulpy necronatal cess, slaughtering the contents of your abdominal abscess. Terminal labor pains, fallopian tubes explode, involuntary abortive deceasement. Orally force-fed until thermosis is induced, fatal renal failure, bleeds like a sluice, spewing blood as the gallbladder extrudes, alcoholic poisoning, bloated lobules burst, toxins flood the stomach, in effluent submerged. Clotting waste as the wrecked colon tears. The blood now critically proof, neural cells fatally clinched, drowning in spilt retention, hepatic tissue ferments. Poison retention with intoxication, inflamed nephrons burst, your condition's getting worse, chronically diffused, your liver you will lose. Bodily distillation, as emerged flesh reacts, with alcoholic contents, in your urinary tract. Dripping fluid as the decrepit appendix sweets. Matter turns to fluid, intoxicating efflution, biliary dehydration, inarts to solution. Bleeding urine as the inflamed bladder rips. The blood now critically proof, neural cells fatally clinched, drowning in spilt retention, hepatic tissue ferments. Contamination, foul circulation. Alcohol force-fed, goes straight to your head, brain tissue damaged, fused with alcohol sewage. In a stupor you die, your brain loaves you fry. Cutting pieces of her off, stick them in her gut, shove it up her cunt, slicing through her face, I come. Fuck her up the ass, break her. Until another foolish victim stumbles into my kill path I will have to make, do with what I've left of you. Raping the messy corpse, in the basement I create my own world, where I become the god of the very existence. I am human. I am God. I will not stop until I am destroyed. Consequence means nothing now to me, where the dead ones lie I can be seen, taking skin with me as a trophy. I become the world, one existence, masquerading in dead flesh I become the one existence, blow to the flesh devourer, I will eat what is left of her, I will devour what remains now, devour parts of entrails, left some, trophies are the skull, the skin, the limbs, the body. flesh peeled back into a star-shaped vessel, showering the ground with thick dead blood. Chaos depends on this. The flesh reflects the madness. The black blood stained onto the floor. Bow to the flesh devourer, for the chaos depends on this. The soul reflects the lunacy. I've become the world and the one existence. When masquerading in your dead flesh, slicing off the limbs with the sharpest incisors that I can find. The flesh will face the steel. Hacksaw is here to make corpses of people, the scourge of existence, craving the destruction of every man. The blades will tear the face. Horrific scarring erases all traces of former existence. Humanity shredded to pieces, prepared for the feast. I am human, I am demon, I am God, I am machine. The flesh peeled back into a star-shaped vessel, showering the ground with thick, black, dead blood. Create monstrous madness. Creation was lost upon us, slicing off the limbs with the sharpest incisor I can find. Gore and blood and viscera and bodies all around the room. The carcass lay upon a table, scalpel sticking out the eyes. Origin of true compulsion will stay unknown. I'll create art from the carcass and stay unknown. Souls destroyed and tortured. Souls entranced, tormented, devoured. They're blast inside, devouring muscles, the clot of blood in my veins, eliminating, preventing any neurological orders, to their contentment to act, to their world to adapt, to their hell to descend, captivated in the wake of moral decadence, deprived inner sublimity, hallucinations determining perceptive faculty, neuralgia corroding inner stamina. I pass through the lifelessness, into the void I'm falling. Towards my hell I'm soaring. Fictitious illusions merge with the dreariness of reality. Through the mist I'm staring at the remains of our race. Central limbic system. Closest to behavior. Affected. Disabled. Eliminated. Substituted by cruelty. Guided by licentiousness. New dimension of annihilation. Now born, disfigured bodies creeping through the putrefying flesh of their fellows. The state of flesh, adjusted to their minds, their beast, their enemy, their fall. Liquefying cerebral hemispheres. Can't you see I'm easily bothered by persistence, one step from lashing out at you? You wanting to get under my skin and call yourself a friend. I've got more friends like you. What do I do? Is there no standard anymore? What it takes, who I am, where I've been born. You can't be something you're not. Be yourself, by yourself. Stay away from me. A lesson learned in life, known from the dawn of time. Respect, walk, what did you say? Respect, walk, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Run your mouth when I'm not around. It's easy to achieve. You quite a weak friends that sympathize. Can you hear the violins playing your song? Those same friends tell me your every word. Respect, walk, what did you say? Respect, walk, are you talking to me? Respect, walk, what did you say? Respect, walk, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? No way, punk. Respect, walk, what did you say? Respect, walk, are you talking to me? Respect, walk, what did you say? Respect, walk, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Walk on home, boy. grown since the dawn of time. Compelled to live your sheltered lives. Not once has anyone ever seen such a rise of pure hypocrisy. I'll instigate, I'll free your mind. I'll show you what I've known all this time. God hates us all. God hates us all. You know it's true, God hates this place. You know it's true, he hates this race. Homicide, suicide. Hate heals, you should try it sometime. Strife for peace, with acts of war. The beauty of death we all adore. I have no faith distracting me. I know why your prayers will never be answered. God hates us all. God hates us all. He fucking hates me. Pessimist, terrorist targeting the next mark, global chaos feeding on hysteria. Cut throat, slit your wrist, shoot you in the back, fair game, drug abuse, self-abuse, searching for the next high sounds a lot like hell, is spreading all the time. I'm waiting for the day the whole world fucking dies. I never said I wanted to be God's disciple. I'll never be the one to blindly follow. Man-made virus infecting the world. Self-destruct human time bomb. What if there is no God? Would you think the fucking same? Wasting your life in a leap of blind faith? Wake the fuck up, can't ignore what I say. I got my own philosophy. I hate everyone equally. You can't hear that out of me. No segregation, separation. Just me and my world of enemies. I never said I wanted to be God's disciple. I'll never be the one to blindly follow. I'll never be the one to bear the cross disciple. I reject this fucking race. I despise this fucking place.
Beachfront Avenue. Jealous. Ray.
I don't know. I just took that knife, and I cut her from her neck, down to anus, and I cut out the vagina, and I ate it. A relapse of my hobby sends my mind into multiple seizures. Psychologically a new human being, one that has never been cursed by the shaman. His voodoo spell has my soul, my limbs, go numb. I can't control my own thought, or his now. His evil consuming me, ever telling me, begin the clit carving, slowly turning me into a flesh-eating zombie. Knowing this spell can only be broken by the vaginal skins of young women, I proceed to find the meat. Their bleeding cunts will set me free. I can't control my own thought. I can't control my own thoughts. Warmth seeping from this body, rotted. After I suck the blood from her ass, I feel more alive than I've ever been, even though now I'm dead within. My mouth cools as I slice your perineum, my body smeared with the guts I've extracted through her whole cane-swollen organs. Cunnilingus with a mutilated, my spirit returned from the dead, released by the priest. But I felt more real when I was dead. The curse is broken. I have a dependence on vaginal skin. It's become my sexual addiction. I must slit the twitching clit. Rotted cavity hold the juice. Between the legs, I love to carve. My cock is dripping with her blood. The endless agony of tortured souls are reclaiming for their absolute dehumanized and terrorized rights. The suffering and the misery are possessed by the affliction. Condemned souls are locked up in purgatory without acquisition of a perpetual instant of tranquility. Undying pain is killing the favorable expectations. Almighty uproars of desperation. Convicted to distress, the damnation is now dictated. A guiltiness verdict. Punished to endure the anguish everlastingly. Souls dismembered from the corpses are exclaiming salvation, drifting in the harmful environment, demanding purification. Spirits wandering on the deepest agony, a hopeless terror era and culpability, and still they prove their yearning innocence. Relentlessly poltergeist appearances, increasing the fear over church doors. Lost souls are hunting the stillness of shadowed territories. Undying pain and incessant, endless suffering. Eternally hanged in pain, tortured and tormented through the unforgotten remorses. Sentenced for an unholy judgment which has established a fatal and timeless punishment. Incessant soreness are slowly fading out completely their hopes. Souls are entreating, discomforted, endless suffering. Inexplicable extinction. No probes are invested to declare the ghastly slaughtering. The victims are petrified into an uncertain fearness. Undoubted dread is invading the abominable mass execution. Inexplicable human extinctions. Mortal remains are appearing on the blood-spattered soil, tortured and assassinated. Incomprehensible disappearance of uninformed population. Survivors are emerging from unmerciful and overall exterminations. The traumatic scenes of a massive devastation is perplexing. Circumstances of distress, commotions, annihilation. Humanity is traded for inexplicable, dreadful and revolting war, immersing the terror over the earth, with commands of depredation. No explanations for those inexcusable torturing operatives and perverting acts. The barbarity of the supremacy is drastically annihilating the human races. Incomprehensible disappearance of uninformed population. Survivors are emerging from unmerciful exterminations. What you don't understand is where everything's meeting. When all of the signs you see still point to overload as you reach out your hand. A shattered vision's receding. Like daylights along that lonesome stretch of broken road, because you've been to the past. And it's just a reminder. A recollection of faces that will never come to call when you've cut through the mask. When you've been through the grinder. Sometimes you forget that you had ever been there at all up here in room 429. The world ain't so unkind. I wanna take you to that empty room tonight in the shadow of doubt. In the crush of an instant. Standing in the rain outside your door, hand on my knife, when you reach a brick wall. There is still a decision. Always, though, if I had to lose, I'd surely take you all up here in room 429. In a world that's so unkind. I wanna take you to that empty room tonight. We'll tell the world outside the door that we ain't never coming back no more. We're gonna stay in here till we turn out the night. The city breathes so softly. Everything is sleeping. I am at the window silently watching. I can see you standing alone against the winter. I can hear you asking, but the streets, they are not giving. Don't look to the ocean. Restless in its dreaming. Don't look to the heavens, for they will tell you nothing if living is for learning. Then dying is forgetting. Once we have forgotten, then we can go on loving in a lifetime of hope. In a second of kindness. There is never a doubt that we are born and die alone, from within or without. There's no way they can find us. When they knock at the door, the lights are on, but we ain't home, up here in room 429. The world ain't so unkind. I wanna take you to that empty room tonight. We'll tell the world outside the door that we ain't never coming back no more. We're gonna stay in here till we turn out the night. Your life's at a standstill, dwelling in a pit of anticipation. Sob to ease the pain. It distracts you from the thoughts of what can and will happen. Knowing that you're going to die thrills me. I unlock the door that suppresses desires, releasing all the inhibitions that bind me. Behold dementia. You'll be gone from the world that you've infected. A virus coursing through the veins of society. I tell myself the world is better without you. I do this to justify my deeds. Knowing that you're going to die thrills me. I unlock the door that suppresses desires, releasing all the inhibitions that bind me. Behold dementia. The tears flow. Beg for mercy. I feel the hatred welling up inside me, churning my insides. Dead is the man that I once was, a worthless pile of compassion. There is no sanctuary, as darkness descends. The madness that was dormant rears its ugly head. Knowing that you're going to die thrills me. I unlock the door that suppresses desires, releasing all the inhibitions that bind me. Behold dementia. You're caught in a whirlwind of pain. Keep the fucking teeth out of your pie hole security, for when I shove my manhood inside.